Hi, I'm Shayan Naqvi reporting from NYP News. News from a youth's perspective. So recently a study came out and it said Oreos, a snack every kid has almost daily, is as addictive as an illegal drug. Yes, you heard right. Oreos are as addictive as an illegal drug, specifically cocaine. Addiction is a serious problem. Addiction means the state of being enslaved to a habit or practice, or to do something that is psychologically or physically habit-forming. When a person is addicted to something, they cannot cope with daily life without that substance or addiction. And they're telling us Oreos, of all things, are addictive. You're probably wondering, I've been giving all these serious statements, but I haven't really given any proof yet. So here it is. There was an experiment done at Connecticut College in which rats were put into a maze. And on one side of the maze there was Oreos, and on the other side of the maze there were rice cakes. The rats spent much more time on the Oreo side of the maze than they did with the rice cakes. Though, wouldn't we all? Again, the rats were put in another experiment in a maze, except this time the contents were different. On one side, there was cocaine or morphine injections, and on the other side there was saline injections. The rats spent more time on the cocaine or morphine injection side than they did with the saline side. Again, this is kind of obvious, but how does this help us prove which is more addictive, Oreos or cocaine? Well, the scientists looked at the pleasure centers of the rats, and they found that when the rats were with the Oreos, their pleasure centers were actually at their highest, even more so than they were with the cocaine or morphine. So I guess this proves it. Oreos, our favorite bedtime snack, really are addictive. Scientists say what is causing the addiction is not just in Oreos, so I'm not going to hurt on my favorite snacks, but it's all the foods that are high in sugar, fat, or salt. Oreo cookies fit this category. But what does this mean for other foods? Pizza, chocolate, potato chips? Are they all addictive? For chips, I kind of already had a thought that they were, because you can never eat just one. So, we've established that foods containing a lot of sugar, fat, and salt are addictive. And yet, these are so pervasive in our society, which, incidentally, may explain this obesity epidemic. So, what are we to do? We can't avoid all these types of foods. So, I think the happy ground is to look at the food labels. And if you find sugar, salt, or fatty substances as ingredients in the first line of the ingredient list, you might want to avoid that product. Like any addiction, the first thing we need to do is be aware of the danger of addiction and try to limit intake of such products. There are scientists who suggest actually weaning off of these foods as you would a drug, like once a week and then once every 2 weeks. But that's not practical. For most people, I think we should raise awareness of this and be disciplined in our diets on our way to better health. I do think there needs to be an effort in school cafeterias to avoid kids getting addicted to these products at a young age. I hope you agree with me and take this message to your school board. Remember to like, subscribe, and have a great day. Shayan Naqvi, signing off.